pride comes before the fall. And if you watched Fresh and Fit's podcast last night where they roasted Abba and Preach, then you know exactly what I'm referring to. So before this video starts, I'm going to say two things. One, hey guys, it's your boy John and I'm actually at a hotel this time, so I'm going to be quieter in this video than normal. And the second thing is, I actually like both of the people who are in this drama. I regularly watch Fresh and Fit and I regularly watch Abba and Preach. And this is why it pains me so much to watch Fresh and Fit just spiral downwards like this, bro. But anyways, I'm going to give an overview of the drama because you cannot find Fresh and Fit's videos that they made on this anymore. They took them off their channel. So basically what happened was a couple months ago, Abba and Preach went on the Fresh and Fit podcast and they had a very good 2 sessions. 2 podcasts were recorded on that day. Everybody was cool with everybody. Everything seemed fine, right? Couple months later, Abba and Preach dropped a video the other day actually called Fresh and Fit Are Capping, where they basically react to a portion of the episode with Abba on it and they kind of expound on a lot of the things that they meant and that they believe about the topic of paying for a box. And if you don't know what paying for a box means, it means paying for that coochie cat. Fresh and Fit strongly opposed this while Abba and Preach do not see a problem with it, and that's why the debate started. They got in the debate on the podcast and they added further points in their reaction video. Now here's the thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with what I just said, right? Abba and Preach critiquing a Fresh and Fit opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. That's healthy discourse. However, here's one issue. You see, everybody seems to be on Abba and Preach's side in this, and I'll get to that in a moment of who's in the right and who's in the wrong here. But if we are going to be completely objective and unbiased, we have to admit Abba and Preach did actually cast the first stone, and here's what I mean by that. It's like everybody seems to say, oh, you know, Abba and Preach were just critiquing Fresh and Fit's ideas, it was just a friendly discourse, blah blah blah. But if you watch the Fresh and Fit Are Capping video, it doesn't really feel like a friendly discourse. A lot of the things that they say, like they're not direct insults to Fresh and Fit's character. However, a lot of it was something that you could deem as disrespectful. For example, how they were kind of clowning on Fresh. Like when he made that joke about wanting a girl's soul, Preach was like, oh, who the F do you think you are? Blah, blah. It's like, you know, and when Abba was like, oh, people go on your show and disrespect you for free after Myron made a point about disrespect. It's like, they definitely didn't attack their characters or say anything super terrible that crossed the line, but these are not things that you say to somebody in like a respectful discourse. Now, if Fresh and Fit had simply reacted to this video and been like, yo, there was no need for y'all to be like, you know, disrespecting us like this, blah blah blah, you know, you can come down here and we can reason out our differences, that would have been the perfect way to handle the situation. However, they handled it the absolute worst way. Instead of even reacting to the video or responding to the points, I cannot believe, bro, these guys went on a live stream and started just immediately roasting Abba and Preach. First of all, they were like, yo, oh, you wanna talk S? You wanna talk S? Alright then, guess what? Blah 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 blah. Preach's wife is a fat beluga whale, blah blah blah. Like they was going off because in their minds it's like, oh, these guys seriously violated us, blah blah. You wanna talk S? Alright, we can talk S too. But here's the thing, they weren't talking S in their video. They were mostly critiquing, right? They were being slightly disrespectful in their critique. However, the video was mostly a critique. You didn't respond to any critique. You literally just talked crap for your entire video. It's like Abba and Preach cast the first stone, but you responded with a nuclear bomb. That drew things way too far out of proportion. And now all of your fans are seeing you as like a feminine beta loser guy who cannot control his emotions, like the type of people that you criticize on your show, because you obviously lost your temper. You let your emotions get the better of you, and now you're suffering as a result of it because you were flexing your social blade. Like the first thing this guy did, right? The first thing Myron did is say, oh, you know why they're attacking us? Not because they disagree with us, no. It's because, pull up the social blade numbers. Chris, pull up the social blade numbers. In the last 28 days, we've amassed 20 million views, and they have 14 million views, even though we have a third of their subscribers. These niggas are clout chasing off of us. When you know damn well Abba and Preach are not the type of people to clout chase. Their entire channel is built around stuff like conversation and values and, you know, the culture and stuff like that. These guys have been on YouTube for a very long time. Their channel is more of the type that's like in it for the long game than any type of quick bursts of clout. Like, you can obviously tell these are not the type of people to do any shady stuff to get views. Like, bro, come on now. And here's another reason why it's just absolutely stupid from a business perspective. 1. A channel as controversial as Fresh and Fit needs as many mainstream cosigns as possible to be seen as not like this misogynistic cesspool of like alt-right opinions in the dark corners of the internet. Like, they need people to co-sign them in order to give them some credibility. Abba and Preach were easily one of their biggest co-signs, and now they're gone. 1. 2, and this is the biggest reason why it was an absolutely stupid decision to make. Bro, these guys don't realize, literally, like, I'm sure like at least a good portion of their audience is subscribed to both Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach, just like I am, right? And yeah, there's going to be those hardcore fans on both sides who are like heavily dedicated to either side, you feel me? And they like one way more than they like the other. But chances are the average viewer likes both of these guys and respects both of them equally. And so because they like them both so much, their biases are basically cancelled out, and the only thing that's left is to go with the one who's objectively in the right, and also is moving in the way that is best aligning with the morality of the viewer. Right now, Fresh and Fit look like clowns. It's not likable from a viewer to creator perspective to see like a creator go from nothing to something, and instead of being humble about it, they start flexing and bragging and acting like their ego is as big as my penis or something. Like, bro, you have to get a hold of yourself. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, during their roast, Fresh and Fit was like, yo bro, if y'all want to come down and actually have a boxing match, like, let's do it. And Preach responded, and Preach was fuming. Preach wants to punch every living brain cell out of their heads, so Preach was 100% down to do the boxing match. But Preach is like, yo, listen, we're not gonna take months to set this up. No. We're going next week. I'm coming down to the USA and we're gonna box. You feel me? So yeah, that's what I'm gonna talk about in this next section of the video. I forgot to mention it. And about the whole boxing match thing, think about how it is a big lose-lose situation for Fresh and Fit now, right? Because think about it. In the video, Preach said, oh, I don't care if I win or lose. I'm doing this because I'm standing up for my wife and my country, which you disrespected, right? Because the audience is on Preach's side, because Fresh and Fit crossed the line way too far, guess what's gonna happen? If Fresh and Preach have this boxing match and Fresh ends up winning against Preach, people are gonna look at Preach and be like, yo bro, listen, we support you. We don't care that you lost. You did your best. You stood up for your country. You did this, that, blah, blah. It's like if the school bully beats up the kid who finally stood up for himself. No one's gonna cheer for you, even if you won. And guess what? If Preach ended up beating Fresh, you know what would happen? People would clown Fresh till the day he walked off the internet, bro. The memes, everything would just be unstoppable. Everyone would be like, yeah, Preach, you show him. You defend your country. You wreck that fake ass nigga. So either way, Fresh and Fit do not come out on top in this situation. Now, a bit has passed since the beef went down. Abba and Preach uploaded a new video called Integrity, where they basically said they would never fake anything for views. This drama is not fake. And the update on Fresh and Fit side is that they actually took down the videos and they issued an apology on their community tab. However, that's not enough. Let me tell Fresh and Fit what they need to do. You brought up Social Blade. You have lost at least 5,000 subscribers right now, and it's continuing to decline because so many people have lost respect for you. What you need to do right now is get on that podcast and say, hey, listen, honestly, that was a big F up on my side. I did the one thing that I criticize people for doing, and that's losing control of my emotions. I've said multiple times on here that I have anger problems, and it seems like I really need to put more effort into working on them. I thought I had, but I guess that's just not the case, and I apologize to Abba and Preach because I should not have gone that far. It was way too far for me to disrespect his wife and family like that, and they need to just take accountability for their actions instead of acting so unbothered like they currently are. It doesn't matter if Abba and Preach cast the first stone. The point is they cast a stone. In the eyes of the audience, you look weak and frail if a little stone is going to bother you to the point of returning with a bazooka. It's like somebody calls you stupid for something that you said, and then you respond by dissing them about their mother who has cancer or something. Like, no audience is going to like below the belt stuff like that, bro. Especially when it's to creators that they respect. Because of this, I definitely would say that both of them are probably in the wrong. However, if it were possible to be more wrong than somebody else, I would have to say Fresh and Fit definitely has that on their side. And on top of that, they also have stupidity on their side, because that was the worst way they could have handled this, and they need to fix it if they want to save their channel. It's been your boy John, and you are now leaving my mind. Subscribe to the channel, let me know what you thought in the comments below, and peace out guys. I'll see you later.